like people have always been wondering why they came into being in this world, in this universe at all. And since the inception on earth, man and women, that is all human beings, are just trying to find out or figure out why they are all into being. And once they find themselves helpless, they succumb to some supreme power because they find no power around that can help them or assist them at that point of time. And here comes the existence of the supreme or the divine, and we keep faith on that divine because we have no faith in all the powers that we find all around us, because we know their capacity and it's easy to gauge to what extent they can assist us. And in this pursuit, we come to believe upon a power that is called supreme. And in this pursuit, different faiths or different sects came into being gradually as human evolved progress. Now, the human evolved progress means that progress was static, and even if something was progressing, nothing was like God, and nothing, there was no measurement for that, and no one could understand what the progress is unless there is life, and it's only life that helps us to measure the progress. So this gives us a yardstick, and as the human progress, they thought of performing everything in a canned manner, and because man or human is bound by rules and they wanted to bind themselves by rules, they evolved different sorts of religion for that cause. And this went along with time, and with time, with the lapse of time, each religion came into being. But after all religions referred to the supreme, and they pointed outwards in the sky, and they never know that the world is spherical, and wherever they exist, the above where the point is all around, it's infinity. So as people understand, that God must be infinite. The reason being a finite thing, if you concentrate on infinity, absolute infinity, this means infinity covers everything at all, barring none. And once it exists, this means if God exists somewhere up above the sky, then here it does not exist. That means God is not infinitive. And once God is not infinitive, how can a finite thing control entire infinity, which is unending, unborn? And these are the attributes that we find, or that we believe to be present in God. And if they really exist, we should not point at any place. You can find them anywhere. That means the divine is present, or you can say is omnipresent. And once it's omnipresent, it covers entirety, everything, infinity, whether it's time, whether it's space, or it's space-time warps. And it can have no form, and no form is there, but still people say that we need to understand, because human brains are restricted to finite perception. You can perceive a cube, a cuboid, you can perceive a square, a rectangular circle, but can you perceive infinity in its entirety? If you concentrate, you shut your eyes and concentrate on infinity, and once you concentrate on infinity, you'll find it will become to nullity. That is, you nullify your existence of being into existence on earth. So this means that you are going in defiance of your existence, because you've been born with a finite brain, and in order to perceive infinity in its entirety, you need an infinite brain. The infinite brain would perceive infinite things, like the eyes you have focus, a limited focus, like a particular size of an eye or a retina can give a specific amount of focus. That means a finite thing focusing on a finite area, and that is what we call vision. So this means finite thing can get finite things, or finite begets finite, and infinite begets infinite. So it needs to be infinite. So once your brain is not infinite, you cannot perceive infinity in its entirety, and definitely need to symbolize things. to symbolize things like infinity. We refer to infinity, or we denote it with a symbol that is like the digit 8 turned horizontal. And this way it goes infinity. And even to that infinity, you need to quote it with 8 turned horizontal. So this way, we need to symbolize for the perception of our own brain. In the next chapter, I'll be telling you how we came into being, because we start this way and we keep on going, and then we'll come to know what world is all about and what our existence is all about. And after all, why we follow a particular set of rules, or maybe several set of rules, when we were born without any bondage. Okay.